Mother of God, man. There's a person in here.
I can't do that.
When officers opened the trash can, they had no idea what they were about to find. Inside was the body of 10-year-old Zion Staples. He had been missing for 7 months, but no one even knew he was gone. No missing person report, no school alerts. Only one person knew the truth, his mother. Just 24 hours earlier, in a quiet neighborhood in Rock Island, Illinois, 2 officers knocked on the door of a small home. A woman named Sushi Staples stepped out.
Are you Miss Staples?
Yes, how can I help you?
So, we got kind of a weird phone call. Do you know Latricia?
No.
No?
I don't know anybody out here.
Some lady called DCFS. And,
What?
And kind of made some claims that you had a child that accidentally shot themselves?
Absolutely not.
No, it sounds crazy to me, too. That's what...
I am so sorry about this. My ex-husband, his new girlfriend, this broad is off the chain. I have went down to Rock Island and filed a police report on her. She has made up different names, called me from different numbers. I have changed my number, tried to do everything I can.
Right. So they made some allegation that you had a son and he shot himself.
Sir,
and he's in your basement.
Come on now. You think... Look where I live.
No, I get it. Just so I can check the box off, can I look in your basement real quick and I'll get out of
No,
here?
you need a search warrant to do that. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not about to have my rights violated because someone makes your heinous allegations like this.
I know. And you guys only have girls?
Yes.
Okay.
I have 4. Do you want to see them?
No. They said it was a son. I was just curious if that's even true.
It's not.
Okay.
It's a never-ending story with these two.
I get, like I said, I'm not trying to bother you or anything, but we get a call, no matter how crazy it sounds, we still got to come up and see if there's any truth. All right, sorry to bug you. Like I said, we get a call, even if it sounds crazy, we got to come and see what's going on.
This lady, I don't even know what to say about her. It's never ending.
All right.
I have doorbell cams here.
I saw that.
So, I'm here. I ain't got nothing to hide.
Okay.
She told officers Zion didn't exist and blamed her ex-husband's new wife. With no evidence of a crime, the officers had to leave. But something about her story felt strange. The next morning, police returned, this time with more officers and a search warrant. Staples greeted them again, ready with another bizarre story.
The window. Hello?
Yes.
Sushi? Can you come out?
What's going on?
Well, just step on out. I'll explain everything.
Wait a minute, my kids in here.
Okay, I understand that, but we have a search warrant for the house.
For your cooperation to be up front with us.
Hold on.
So step on out.
No, step out.
What part of the house do you all have a search warrant for?
The whole house.
The whole house.
So you need to step out. Step out.
Okay, I'm gonna open the door.
Okay. We'll all walk in casually. We're not gonna tear up your house or anything. So
calm down. My kids are in here.
Okay.
Please.
How many?
4.
And where at in the house?
They're upstairs. I just made them go upstairs. I don't want to scare my kids. Can we just calm
These
down?
officers are gonna walk in there with you, and I got a copy of the warrant out here for you, honey.
Can I see the warrant, please? And I can call my lawyer. Can I see the warrant before we walk any further?
Just
I'm calm.
we have a valid search warrant, so
I understand, but you haven't let me see it yet, and you're walking through my
it's
house.
right here. You don't run how we do.
You're not the control.
Okay. I'm trying to see. You all?
So I need your phone too. So the reason we're here, okay, is because we're investigating a call that we had. Okay, the officers came out and talked to you last night, correct?
Yes.
Okay. We have to handle that real seriously, okay? Because the allegations are that you have a son and that he's deceased and he's here in this house. Okay, so that's where we're at right now. Do you have a son named Zion?
No, I don't.
You've never had a son named Zion.
No.
Are you claiming benefits for a kid named Zion?
No. I haven't gotten any benefits for anyone.
Have you had any interactions with DCFS up in Chicago?
I did.
Okay.
False calls that were made.
Okay.
Correct.
One of the calls from 2021, DCFS came out to your residence in Chicago, and there was a Zion Staples there.
We had kids in the neighborhood come over.
So,
Some of those kids that were implicated were not, in fact, our children. They were there.
so you're saying there was a
party.
kid in your apartment that was not your kid, named Zion.
I didn't say his name was
Staples.
Zion. No.
She said any mention of him was just a mistake. But officers had already contacted Child Services, and they knew Zion was real. Then outside the home, something caught their eye, a pile of branches neatly arranged like a grave. They paused, realizing this might be more than a lie.
Circular thing on the back. Landscaping. You see that circular brick thing? There's a lot of
sticks long. On the far end of it looks like anxious.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Gray, real light gray. We'll go out there and take a look.
Yeah, I didn't want to touch that
Yeah,
until
I
we
didn't
took
want to
pictures.
go much farther than that, but it looks like anxious.
I don't know if that was from a tree or what.
Look at that tree.
Look back here. That looks like a pile of anxious. Is that concrete?
You think so?
Yeah.
Anything back there? What's that on that great back there? Dump concrete. Is it dump concrete? I'm hoping. Yeah. Do we want
Pictures.
first?
It looked like a shallow grave, Zyke, but there was nothing there, no body. Whatever had happened to Zion wasn't buried in the yard. It was somewhere else, and probably much closer. As no evidence was found outside, they continued questioning. Staples inside the home.
What we're having a hard time grasping here is with this Zion, because a DCFS worker in Chicago physically talked to Zion at a period of time.
They take pictures of everyone in your household, and I possibly had some visitors. It was probably the summertime.
So
and I
where
had
would they
people
get the
come
name
over.
Zion
Where would they come up with
Staples?
Zion Staples?
I don't
and
know.
it be your
People
son?
make shit up all the time. People are trying to turn my life upside down. They think I have all of this. I don't have anything. I'm a simple person. I work a job to
Get
take
that. We
care of my
understand
kids,
that.
but people
how come
envy
Zion
that.
is coming back to you in your address here through public aid?
Man, this is crazy. I don't know. I think I'm being framed. That's what I think is going.
In the living room, one of them spotted paperwork on a table. He picked up a document and saw the heading, Zion Staples, birth certificate. The truth was finally on paper. Officers walked straight to Staples and showed it to her.
Birth certificate?
What is that?
Birth certificate.
For Zion Staples.
Zion Staples.
That's not mine.
Sushi Staples. Child. It's found in your room.
We
along
need
with
to
the Social
we
Security
need
card.
to get this
Stop
figured out. Stop this.
Lying.
It's over.
Where is that kid? You need to come clean because we're not going anywhere. This is just, you're just going to dig yourself a bigger grave now. I asked you if there's anything with Zion's name in this house. You said no. So let's start all over, okay? Who is Zion?
Because we're starting with something that we're being told really terrible, and then we're talking about down here with maybe fraud. We don't know. But somewhere along here, we need to get the full thing here and understand what this is. So what is the part of this that this really is? Because you know what they told you last night, and that's something horrible.
That's
But then there's,
horrible.
and then we're talking about, are you getting benefits from a child that doesn't exist but have all this stuff for? We need to know the truth here. It's done. It's over. We're in the middle of this now. We have evidence to show this now.
So let's start over. Who is Zion? Is he your son? I mean, the cat's out of the bag now. I need to
Can I
know.
just get my kids somewhere safe, please?
We need to. Here's the thing, hon.
I will
We-
go with you where you want to go.
That's-
Just let me call my family. That's it.
We need to
Come
get.
get my kids. That's it.
We need to open up and talk about this.
Oh.
And I know this might be the toughest thing you've ever done, but we have to figure this out now. This is as serious gets, and we need to understand what's going on here. We're too far in now. Okay? Let's take a moment here. Let's relax. But we've got to get this discussed and get it out in the open.
I can see. This is eating you up. This is eating you up inside. Okay.
Oh my God.
Who is Zion?
Look, I will talk to you, but can I please just have my family come and get my kids?
You have family here?
They're 2.5 hours away, but they can come and get my kids, please. And I'll talk to you, okay? And that's my word.
That was the final straw. Officers placed her under arrest right there in her living room. They didn't need to wait any longer. Even though the search wasn't done, they knew something terrible had happened, and it started with this lie.
God, this is embarrassing.
But they still hadn't found Zion. Every room had been checked, but then they realized one area hadn't been searched: the garage. That's where everything would finally come to light.
That's empty.
Well, it's for an old kid.
The garage was dark and cluttered with boxes. In one corner, a flashlight beam hit a large metal trash can. It was wrapped tightly in a black bag. Suspicious, but unopened. The lead detective stepped in to take a look. When the lid came off, the case was solved. Inside was Zion's body, badly decomposed. He wore just his Spider-Man pajamas. For 7 months, that trash can had been his hidden tomb.
I should have done more, and I should have made the right decision, but I just don't know what happened. I am not a criminal. I am not a monster. I am just a mother who has tried over and over again, no matter how many times I fall, to get up and do the right thing again.
Zion had died in December 2022. His siblings said he was playing with a gun when it went off. A tragic accident. But instead of calling 911, Staples hid his body in a trash can and acted like he never existed. She kept collecting his benefits while pretending he was alive. She was charged with multiple felonies. But the most shocking part? She was only sentenced to 2 years. With time served, she spent just over a year behind bars and is now free. Zion never got a funeral. For 7 months, he was treated like trash.